Hello and welcome back to another episode of Chatting Pitch. Wait, that's a little bit more formal than usual, isn't it?
It is. Good morrow to thee, good sir. Welcome to the second privy episode of Chatting Pitch. Privy means toilet, doesn't it?
Does it?
I think so.
I thought that's WC.
Well, I'm talking like back in the old country,
back in the medieval times.
Back in the medieval time, just off to the privy, mate.
Yeah.
Off to privy it up.
Which is essentially just a hole in the chimney. And then it drops all the way down to the ground.
Wait, in the chimney? So when you're lighting a fire, that would not be good. I wouldn't want to be at your medieval house. That's how you put the fire out.
Hey, so I'm Leslie, one half of Chatting Pitch. Would you care to introduce yourself, Mister?
Okay, let me just do my vocal exercises. I am Matthew D. Smith. Thank you for inducing that seizure. It's all the green.
Yep, all the green.
Too much green.
We're back again with another video-style content. Hey, look at that. Look at us. We're videoing it up.
We're saying all the key words. Video, content, controversial, adolescence, J.K. Rowling,
Hogwarts, Hogwarts Unlimited, Hogwarts Reloaded. I don't know.
Hogwarts Redemption.
Amazon Prime's Hogwarts Unleashed. Yeah. Which wouldn't surprise me. I mean, they're franchising everything now, so
yeah,
great.
How would you unleash Hogwarts, though? Would it just be like
just open up all the gates to all the caged wizards and
Hogwarts opens and all the teachers teach the wizards at their home.
Yeah.
So Hogwarts Unleashed would just be like, it's Miss McGonagall at the door. Here to teach your son.
Miss McGonagall. That was that Maggie Smith's character?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
May she rest in peace. What else was she in?
I like that you said her name and you were very respectful. Rest in peace, and I just half did a really bad impression. Yes.
She passed away not that long ago, really. I think like last year or something like that.
Yeah, a year ago, maybe.
Yeah. Apparently she was quite good.
Recently, though. Recently.
Who passed away recently?
Val Kilmer.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, shame. Yeah, Val Kilmer, the star of many hit films like Top Secret and Batman Forever. Was it Batman Forever or Batman Returns? I forget which one's which.
He was Batman.
Batman Returns.
For me, it's all about Top Secret and Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. He was very underrated comedically. And he was I wasn't sure about the film as a whole, but I quite liked him in MacGruber.
Oh, yeah, as the baddie, the big baddie.
He was very silly in MacGruber.
Yeah. But he's also very well known in other... Like, I think the one that really put him on the map was Top Gun, wasn't it? Iceman.
I think so, yeah, Iceman. Yeah. You can what was it? Like, you can do my hair anytime. No, I can't remember what it was.
You can put as many cubes in the freezer and you'll never be as cold as me, the Iceman.
That's why people call me Iceman. No one calls him Iceman.
No other reason.
Call me Iceman.
You're feeling hot, baby?
He walks away. Someone tells Tom Cruise, no one calls him Iceman.
R.I.P.
I've got ice cubes in my pocket right now.
Yeah.
That's what makes me so cool.
Yeah. Hey, you want one?
I'm Iceman. Yeah. You guys like me, right?
Hey, speaking of ice cubes, here's the jingle. So, it's been another week of many movies that have been released. And by that, I mean we both watched one movie each.
Yes.
One of them I watched, and one of them we have both watched.
Can't have too many movies. It's like vitamins. Don't take too many.
That's right.
Or you'll just pee them out.
That's
a bit like
I've heard
when you watch too many movies, you just pee the movies out.
I've heard that about vitamins. Apparently, and don't quote me on this. This is just pure speculation. based on one or two articles I've read on the intranet. Apparently, those multivitamins that you take is way too many vitamins for you. You don't need to take as many.
I've got a thing, and it tells me that it's giving me 200% of one vitamin.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, you're working too hard, man. Stop trying to impress me. I don't need 200%.
Do you ever?
And don't quote me on this. Don't quote me on this because this is made up. But if you have too much vitamin A, you will spontaneously backflip.
Yeah.
Yeah, you A
for
watch
backflip.
Out for that.
So
A for a backflip.
Absolutely. So what are the movies that we watched this week?
I just did a backflip.
I love how sometimes I try and keep the ball rolling with the topics, and then you just backtrack again. And it's like, I've got another I got another line to add to this one joke.
I've got another stupid thing that I'm going to try and save my stupid thing with. Go on.
So let's talk about the movies that we watched last week. Which one would you want to start first? The one that we've both seen or the one that I've seen?
Shall we go with...
go with the both that we've both seen? Don't worry, our connection's fine.
And that's a brief clue
silly.
as to what the film is. It's
yeah.
dialogue free. It's dialogue free.
Yep.
It's rated U, and it features a cat. Yes, it's Flow Unlimited, Flow Unleashed, Flow Redemption,
Flow
Origins,
Flow Unrated. No, that's just
no capybara. No.
Okay, so I actually reviewed this movie last week, but Matthew hadn't seen the movie.
Yeah.
Until yesterday. So
yes,
let's talk about it. What's the story?
What's the story?
Why don't you explain it in your own words, sir?
Hey, I'll tell you what the story is. All right, who wants to know? So it starts off with a cat, and it's in a world where I think it's implied that humans aren't extinct, but they're on the way out.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't see any humans in the movie. And it starts off following this black cat going around a forest, overgrown forest, and occasionally it goes into a house. And long intro short, basically a massive tidal wave comes along.
Oh no!
And loads of the earth is covered in water. Not all of the earth, but a lot of the earth. And then the cat ends up finding safety in a boat. But along the way, it encounters other animals like a capybara and a ring-tailed lemur and some giant bird whose name I don't know. But
I think it was called... Oh, there's a specific name for that bird. It's like... it's not Is it spectator? No, spectator bird or something like that. Is it? There's a
Spectre. It was Spectre from Bond. Bird in flow.
No, that's the octopus. There is no octopus in the movie.
Oh, a secretary bird.
Secretary bird. I wasn't far off. I said spectator, but there's a very different thing.
It can type 300 words a minute.
Yep. And that happens.
And brings you your coffee.
That's the plot twist.
That's the plot twist. Yeah. So it's dialogue free, but the secretary bird types out everything.
You've also missed a few more animals. There were 3 dogs.
Yes. Oh, when that dog came.
What? Spoilers.
Such a good dog. Yeah. That's all I'll say. No spoilers, but good doggy.
Good doggy, yeah. The best dog.
Honestly, yeah.
MVP of the movie, maybe.
That orange dog, though, as soon as I saw that orange dog, I was like,
he's not
dog's trouble.
He's not
like that orange dog.
He's not the one. No.
It's all about that. It's all about that cream-colored one. Good doggy.
So it was a Labrador. I feel like it was like a Labrador.
Looked like a Labrador.
Yeah. But the movie is based around all these animals and like how there is such a ragtag group of rebels, and they are forced upon by nature onto this boat, and they have to learn to coexist with one another because the bigger threat is human nature. Not human nature. That's a Michael Jackson song. Mother Nature is what I'm talking about. Oh, tell me why. Why is this cat on this boat?
They hear it.
Yeah. Great. So
is the lemur that way?
They say there's no dialogue, but they didn't say about no singing.
Yeah. Every so often they just hear like, and they all run for cover.
That's the buildings like falling down in the background.
I would love if like at the start of the film there's loads of cat statues, isn't there?
Yeah.
So I'd love if they just came upon like the holy site and it was just like Michael Jackson moonwalking.
We must find sanctuary, and then you just see Michael Jackson doing a moonwalk in the background. Yeah.
Neverland Ranch is always safe.
That's where he got all his animals.
That's where the chimp comes in.
Yeah. So are there monkeys?
Chimpanzee wouldn't be good on that boat.
There weren't monkeys in the movie.
No, I think it's just loads of quite a few lemurs.
The thing that's closest to monkey is the lemur.
I think if you had a chimpanzee, because what I like about this movie is that the animals, for the most part, act like the animal.
Mm-hmm.
Like the capybara is just lazy and falling asleep. The dog, it's a Labrador, so it's really eager. I assume it's a Labrador. Really eager to please and just wants to play. And the cat is very aloof, and is always showing its bum hole to all the other animals, I assume. So if you had a chimpanzee, it would just
it would rip everyone's faces off. Probably
it would tear that cat's face off in an instant.
Throw his poo everywhere.
Yeah,
that boat would be a mess. That boat will be upside down and inside out. And
we'll do this for another video. Top 10 animals that shouldn't be in flow.
Number 1, dinosaur.
T-Rex wouldn't even fit in that boat. I give that a C rating.
Yeah. Oh, quick one. And this isn't a sponsored video at all. But when I went to go see Flow, I went and watched it at a picture house. And they gave out these.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
what,
little stickers.
Stickers?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
In case you were wondering what the animals look like, there we go. There's the
There you go.
There's the Spectre, James
There's
Bond
a
Spectre.
Spectrum. Yeah, Spectral Patronum
There's the good
from
boy.
James Bond. Here's a good boy.
There's the lemur.
There's the lemur who's always looking at himself.
And then that's the cat. Yeah.
I liked the capybara.
The main, at first I was like, oh, this is the best character in the movie. And then the dog came in. I was like, I don't know now. I think they're both pretty damn good.
You know what, though? I spent the entire film trying to remember the name of a capybara, and my brain just kept offering
Casablanca.
No, it's not a Chewbacca. And then 2 minutes later, my brain would go, I remember what it is. It's a Chewbacca. It's not a Chewbacca.
I remember what it is. It's Casablanca. And
then I was thinking, they're not even called Chewbaccas. Chewbacca's just a name of one of the species.
Right.
So then I was sat there trying to watch this movie, but I was also thinking, oh, what is Chewbacca? And then my brain would go, it's a Whoopi. No, it's not. It's not a Whoopi.
No.
It's not a Whoopi Goldberg. And then halfway through the screening, I leapt up and I said, it's a Wookiee!
Have you ever seen Star Wars with that capybara
Whoopi
named Whoopi?
A capybara named Whoopi Goldberg?
Yeah.
What a great movie.
Teaching all those nuns
just don't
how to
remember
sing
things
in
right.
church. Yeah. What is
anyway.
Whoopi Yeah. We're a big sidetrack. So, we've talked about the story of the movie. So, what did you think of the movie?
Astounding. Amazing. Another A word.
Mm-hmm.
I just did a backflip.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, on the nose. So you liked it as much as I did?
What was your rating?
I gave it a full chatting pitch, mate.
Oh, yeah. I'm with you on that one. Full chatting pitch from me.
Hey.
Yeah, I absolutely loved it. I loved that it was so good at suggesting... You sort of knew the thing. Let me explain with an example, I guess. When, even though it's dialogue free, and I would say that the faces of the animals are not like, sometimes in animation they make animals have slightly human features so that they can have human-esque expressions.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they did that here. But somehow through the music and just the body language, it was able to communicate so well what each character was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even talking about the obvious stuff like a dog whimpering shows that it's sad. Like, yeah, any film can do that. But even just the suggestion of the cat is thinking about food.
Yeah.
There was one moment where it was just the body language and just the way that the camera was being used.
Mm-hmm.
Just subtle things like that. Is it for kids? Because I know that it's rated U for mild peril, whatever that means. I would say the only thing holding this back from being for all ages is that there are a couple of bits. You'll probably be able to guess what they are. A couple of bits towards the end that are a bit different, that would be a bit hard to explain.
Okay.
I don't want to get into spoilers yet.
Sure.
But I wouldn't say, I read a few reviews online that were talking about, oh, don't take your young children to this because it'll be terrifying for them. And I don't see that. My son is like near enough 4 years old. And in retrospect, I wish I could have taken him to see it as well. Because I think
go watch it again. You can go watch it again.
He would have been able to handle it.
Yeah. Give the movie more money because I think it deserves it.
Oh, I'd love to see it again.
Yeah.
And it's probably the right length if you want to take a young child to go and see it. Yeah. What is it, about 80 odd minutes long or something like that?
You know what's funny? You're saying how you would love to go take your child to go see the movie again, and you don't think there's much of it's too much of a threat, or like, it's not too complicated.
No, there are bits where it's like, oh yeah, you're scared. Like there were bits where I found myself, oh, I can breathe now.
Yeah.
There's a bit early on where there are some birds trying to attack the cat. I don't want to say any more.
Yes.
But through that whole sequence, I found myself, holding my breath, and there are bits where the heart gets pumping a bit, but I wouldn't say there's anything that's terrifying for children.
No, but the point I was trying to make was that I think it's funny that you at first had that reservation about showing your kid this movie, but there's nothing that I can say to convince my other half to go watch the movie because of her love for animals. Yeah. Because she does not want to go watch it because she's worried that she'll get too emotionally invested in the animals in peril and it would make her too upset. And I told her, it's fine. You don't have to worry about it. But there's just something about it. I think maybe she's watched one too many movies where animals get harmed that she just stays away from any movie that has any animals involved. Like, let's just say...
Is that why we go to the movies in the first place, though? To get emotionally invested?
It depends.
In Jason Statham's Working Man.
I think this cat's on this boat.
I think I'm a ring-tailed lemur. I'm just going to sit here and sunbathe.
He just keeps creeping back in, doesn't he, Statham?
You smashed my mirror. Yeah, he's the co-host for this one.
So yeah, we both give it a chatting pitch, which is great.
Full rating. I don't know if any other movies have had 2 chatting pitches. So there we go. It's a chatting pitch first, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo! We probably have
chatting pitch.
We probably have, but we've forgotten about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
We don't know. But yeah, did you want to talk about spoilers? Briefly? If not, we don't have to.
No, I would just highly recommend this film to anyone, and I'd say any kids 3 and over, I think would be all right. Yeah. Obviously, it depends on the maturity of your child. Different children, mature at different rates.
Yeah, it depends on what kind of a
my
child.
My son walks around the house in a tuxedo, and oh, Daddy, is this salmon poached? He's very mature. So
it also depends on their interests.
Have you seen the NASDAQ and other grown-up things, Daddy?
Sorry, what's the NASDAQ?
I don't know.
Oh,
some little kid thing.
Skibbity NASDAQ and
Have you seen the Dow, Daddy? Oh, more like down.
Dear. Is that what you project your child to be in the future, or is that
that's what he does now? Yeah.
That's what he does now. Great.
Yeah. Even when he was very little and sat in a high chair. Goo goo gaga, daddy. The Dow is down.
Well, he'll have no problem with this movie then. I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Yeah. In fact, he'll probably be like, Daddy, when can I poach the spectator bird?
Daddy, I want to broil it.
Have you ever heard of
I want to eat it.
Yeah. Anyway,
Daddy, do you even know what a spectator bird is?
It's not even. It's secretary bird, isn't it?
Secretary bird.
Yeah, Casablanca. Chewy.
Daddy,
yeah.
You're making me sound like an idiot.
Daddy, it is not the Chewbacca bird. It is the secretary broiled bird. Thank you. Let's move on to the next movie.
We don't need to move into spoilers. So what did you see this week?
Oh man, I saw the movie of the weekend, my friend. And let me give you a little bit of backstory of why I went to go watch this movie. So it was a group of friends who invited me very kindly, and I sat there not knowing much about it at all, other than the fact that it's based on a very popular selling video game that has been turned into what I believe is the beginning of a franchise in the movie business. That movie, I can safely say, is the Minecraft movie. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this podcast.
Episode of Chatting Pitch. Like and subscribe.
Okay, so Minecraft movie based on the popular cube.
Based on the Pulitzer-winning novel. Oh no, wait, no. Sorry, wrong thing. Wrong Minecraft.
Is there another Minecraft?
Yeah. There's a Broadway play. Yeah. Really inspiring.
Filled with secretary birds and Chewbaccas and doing backflips with Jason Statham. Yeah. So this movie is based on a popular selling video game based on building blocks in a big open world. What you can also describe as called a sandbox game. And quite literally, you go in there and you make a bunch of blocks. The basic premise of the game is that you can make anything you want out of building blocks, but you have to scavenge for the materials. So you got to get wood, you got to get grass, mud, whatever. And
it's ironic that a game with a premise of you can go in and make anything has spawned what looks to me like one of the most generic movies of the last decade. Okay. I don't know. Well, I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it, so
that's me asking you.
Who are you to judge? Who are you to judge? You haven't even seen the movie.
Is it getting the full Chatting Pitch rating?
It's like saying, this thing offended me. Have you seen it? No.
I heard about it.
I heard about it through the Twitter.
Thing is, I'm scared of going to watch Minecraft because every time I try and speak about the movie,
every night you have nightmares about it.
I find myself a little bit dumber.
These cubes are
Jason Momoa, no! you know when people have sleep paralysis, and they say, have you heard about this thing where if you have a really bad sleep routine, you have an increased chance of sleep paralysis, and you imagine a figure, a shadowy figure.
It's just a big cube.
So in my version, it's a shadowy. It's a really muscly, shadowy figure, and then as it comes into the light, it's just Jason Momoa going, "My man." I wake up and I'm sweating. No, every time I go to talk about it, and it might happen here, my brain suffers from very short-term dumbness.
Okay.
I tried to type the word Minecraft in on a text, and it came out as Muzelploft. I forgot. My brain just forgot how to spell words.
Yeah. Mazel tov.
So you went to see Muzelploft.
I went to watch Mazel tov the movie, and. The movie actually is not called The Minecraft Movie. It's called A Minecraft Movie. Now, I don't understand why that was chosen, but I can only imagine it's to set up a franchise where they can say...
Bunch of hipsters in a cafe. Actually, it's A Minecraft Movie, not The Minecraft Movie. The Minecraft Movie it came out in 1974. Popularized the montage.
Here's my rebuttal. Who cares? Anyway, so the Minecraft movie. I've explained the basic gist of the game. Now, does that game translate into the movie? Yes and no. I think the original game had very lo-fi style graphics. It was very pixelated, and I think that was a big charm about it. But then they movified it and made it into big blocks with very high detailed textures, and everything didn't seem like cubes. They were a bit round, and I guess that was just a stylistic choice from the director, Jared Hess, who famously directed Napoleon Dynamite. Remember that movie?
Okay.
Yeah, so he's gone through...
That is not a leap I would have made.
A very, very interesting career. He did that. He also did Nacho Libre. That's where the Jack Black comes in from, you know?
Okay. Yeah.
He's done some others, which I don't remember. And then now he's made the Minecraft movie. Why has he done this? Probably because there's a lot of this.
Because his finger and his thumb is stuck together with super glue and he can't get it off.
Yeah.
He's like, hopefully with this Minecraft money, I'll be able to buy a super glue remover.
That darn Gorilla Glue at it again. I may or may not have 3 types of Gorilla Glue in my kitchen, but that's for another time. There are no gorillas in this movie.
What a strange segue. What types of glue do you have in your kitchen, Matthew? Well,
hey, speaking of glue, some of these blocks that they glue together through trying to connect it together. So Jack Black, he's the titular character in the movie. He's also joined by the likes of Jason Momoa. Is he the miner then? Is that the titular character? Okay, so the movie begins with a prologue about how Jack Black got into this world. Now, I'm confident to say that the opening, the prologue, seemed very rushed and felt like I couldn't tell if they were trying to be self-referential to movies that have these prologues, but it just seemed like a massive contrivance, but I didn't know if that was the point of it. So I'm going to paint the picture. He says like, when I was a kid, I found a cube and I touched the cube and it took me to a world. And I went into the world and I could do anything I wanted. And then I grew up and got a job at an office. And then I ate some dinner and then I remembered something. The cube.
Okay.
That's how the delivery is almost verbatim.
Is it trying to make a joke about those prologues without actually successfully doing that?
Maybe. Now,
is it not going far enough with the bit?
That kind of sets the tone of the movie. Okay. It's kind of like, we're making a movie, but we don't really care. It's silly. But also, I had to keep reminding myself that this movie wasn't made for me. This movie was made for kids who
Hollywood executives,
and
studio heads,
people who want to be offended, who want to go watch the movie to get angry at it, you know, or people who grew up with the movie, with the game, who is a definite demographic in there. When I watched it in a completely full house. It was opening night. Everybody was there. And I will say this, the audience loved it.
Okay. Is it a bit like our generation, we had the Pokemon movie?
I guess so.
Anyone outside of that demographic, anyone outside of that audience would think, what is this? But everyone inside that audience is like, I totally get this.
Yep.
And I totally invest in it and I love it.
I'm not part of the club. So if you think about... I almost said cult. I'm not...
Two British podcasters have controversial views on Minecraft. Hashtag cult. Hashtag JK Rowling.
The mine cutters or whatever it is. Yeah.
That'd be good.
We do. If
it was the miners, you age out when you get to 18. You're out of the club.
Because you forgot how to mine. Um, so anyway, back to the topic at hand, Minecraft movie. So I don't think this movie was made for me, but if you think about that sentiment about what you said about the Pokemon movie back when we were kids, think about this now. If we were our age now, back in the day with the Pokemon movie, would we be feeling the same way? Probably. Yeah. So I don't think this movie was made for us. Now, the movie has spawned a lot of theater reactions as well. So people posting videos of them watching the movie, and people are going crazy over certain references, and they're referencing things from the game, referencing very niche things.
I just get in there. It's a whole separate issue, filming yourself whilst in a cinema screen. But anyway,
you know what I think, right? I think the studio wants that. Because it's just more promotion.
Wants it, but oh man.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. I strongly believe that this movie was tailored to have that sort of theater experience, because there's been countless times where I've read on Twitter or whatever it's called now. It's like a dad saying, "I went to go watch Minecraft movie with my son, and the theater experience was unlike anything I've ever experienced." It's like the Rocky Horror Picture Show for the Gen Z generation, you know? Gen Z generation. That shows how out of the loop I am.
Those people.
Yeah.
The not me people. Those people aren't me.
I feel like Abe Simpson in that one episode of The Simpsons where he's like, "I used to know what it was, and now what it scares me. I don't know what it is." Yeah, something like that. So yeah, I don't know if I enjoyed it or if I didn't enjoy it. But what I can say is that I appreciated that it catered to an audience that it knew it had, and it has doubled the amount of its budget. I think it was like $150 million budget, and it's made over 300 million in its opening weekend worldwide, which is great for the movie, and I think it's going to continue to make more. But having said that, I watched it thinking the story doesn't really make sense. I don't think it had to. There was a lot of jokes that didn't land for me, but I guess those jokes weren't for me. There were needle drops that I just didn't care for, but for some reason the kids loved it. And people were hollering and cheering and clapping at certain moments, and it just flew over my head. And it's safe to say that I am of a different generation.
So would you say it's... I suppose it's difficult to say.
Yeah. For that...
No, I was going to ask, is it a good movie? But that's a very reductive question, I think.
It's hard. It's hard to really rate this movie. Personally, I would say, there's that thing that I always think where you can say a movie's bad, or you can say a movie's not for you. And if you have an opinion about a movie where you say, I didn't like it, it doesn't mean it's a bad movie. You just didn't like it, you know?
Yeah.
And you can look at reviews. You can see that, IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes or whatever is probably 50-50. And I think 50% of the people love it. 50% of the people just don't get it. And I didn't get it. I think maybe the one thing that I did enjoy was seeing how cringeworthy some of the jokes were and how cringeworthy some of the story was. And I think I got a slight kick out.
You blockhead. That was only 5 minutes.
Yeah, I just got a click at, I got a kick out of just realizing how dumb it was.
Lava, I hardly know her.
So yeah, for that reason, I'm giving it a chat. Because I can't give it a full, 1 star, or I guess C. Have we ever given a C before?
I don't think we've ever given a C before, no.
No, I can appreciate the filmmaking. A lot of it was very green screened, by the way, because it was just entirely CG for most of the movie. Yeah, I didn't really find it funny. For almost 90% of the movie, I didn't find any of the jokes funny. Maybe one or two chuckles, but
Okay.
yeah, I think there was one post-credit scene that I won't spoil for anyone that did genuinely make me think, like, why wasn't this in the movie? This would have been funny, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, it
So
just
the best
wasn't
bit they left for the end,
for the very
or
end.
after
Yeah.
the end.
But yeah, it was just it's a kids movie, and it's not
I'd
for
be
me.
interested in your thoughts on this. I thought about this yesterday. If Flow had the advertising budget of Minecraft, do you think it would have done as well financially as it has done critically?
No, because I think it was marketing at a different audience. You know,
Okay.
Flow is a very different movie to Minecraft, the movie. I don't think Flow was aimed for kids. I think it's aimed for people who love stories and animation. Genuinely, that's what I think. Minecraft is aimed for kids who love watching like Subway Surfers with people cooking and slime and slop and quicksand or whatever it is these kids like to watch these days. And then it's designed for people to go on their phones constantly. And
I was going to say, do you have to pay attention? Because what I liked about Flow is that it didn't really talk down to its audience, and it just was.
Yeah,
it allowed itself to just exist.
Yeah, it's just played out.
It was something different, but it wasn't. Some films consciously go out to be different and make a big thing about how they are different, whereas Flow just was.
Yeah.
It just was, and it was very much if the movie had a personality, it would be very much in a non-confrontational way. It would be like, hey, if you like me, that's great. If you don't, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do my thing over here.
It's the same as Minecraft, I guess, just with a bigger budget. If you like it, you like it.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
If you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
I didn't really like it, but I could appreciate what the audience wanted, and people seem to enjoy it. And who am I to tell anyone otherwise if they want to enjoy the movie or not? You know, and that's
You're
why
a podcaster and movie reviewer, Leslie. It's literally your job description.
No, it's not. This isn't my job. I'm doing this for fun. Now,
your job is going on LinkedIn and typing things like, I went to go see Minecraft at the movies, and this is why it helped me build my business.
10 reasons why Minecraft...
10 reasons why Jack Black is the paragon of business.
10 reasons why Minecraft changed my life.
Black. You want to be in the black, not in the red.
Yeah.
Number 2. Jack up your business. Not with steroids, but with money.
Yeah, that's it. Anyway, I think that's enough.
Number 3.
Oh, here we go. I think that's all we have to say about Minecraft. I mean, we're just going around in circles now. But yeah, that's...
So not completely mindless, not trash.
No.
But at the same time, aimed at a very specific group.
Well, it's not completely mindless. Moving on. I guess that's a great time.
But we should have held that freeze frame for a little longer there.
I think that's where we do the mid-break jingle. Oh, we still going?
And then they just carry us off. Put us into storage.
Yeah. Anyway.
Let's mid-break jingle. Let's dance.
Now, let's talk about pitching. What would you like to pitch, sir? It's movie pitch time, baby!
Movie pitch, it's why we're here. Let's pitch. Let's combine the two. I like it when we combine the movies that we've seen. So I think we can try and combine Flow and Minecraft.
Let's do it.
Now, I haven't seen Minecraft, so I can only do it in the spirit that Minecraft, I guess, was marketed in.
Can I ask you, have you seen the trailer?
I've seen the trailer.
Then you've seen it all
from my brain.
If you've seen it, okay. Well, then you've seen nothing. Then
wiped everything from my brain. So I'm thinking we take Flow.
Yep.
But we ruin it
with Minecraft.
What do you think, Leslie?
Yeah.
I'm not saying with Minecraft. I'm saying with the mindset.
The mindset
of big budget tentpole movie making.
The mindset.
Yeah, the mindset, not the mindset. Because I'm English, I don't pronounce my T's or my D's.
Do you think in the writer's room, or at least maybe the pitch room of Minecraft, it'd be like, everyone, get in your mindset, baby. And then they wrote.
And someone was like, "Yes, I'm in the right mindset." And they said, fired. Get out.
Get out of here. You don't have the same kind of.
Get the next one.
Yeah.
It's just an assembly line of young writers.
Do you have the mindset? And then
I have the mindset.
I have the mindset.
I've got the mindset, sir. I got whatever you want.
Wait. I got these headphones.
That was super reflective.
You've got the I've got the Minecraft, sir.
Do you?
Out. Yeah. You're fired.
I put my glasses down here. Do you see what I'm talking about? Do you see what I'm saying?
So yeah, let's how do we ruin flow with Minecraft?
Okay, well, one thing is we cast it.
Are we ruining it?
Cast it.
Or are we making it better?
We're ruining it. Okay. We cast it by not picking good actors, but we see who's popular on the socials.
So the cat is played by Jack Black.
You mean you want to capybara? I'd say he's capybara.
Okay, he's the capybara. Okay. Let's do it by Instagram followers. Who's got the Timothy Chalamet is the cat. No, he's the lemur. If anything, he's the lemur.
Yeah, he could be the lemur. I think the cat, Ariana Grande.
This has become Flow Recast.
Flow Recast, and the way we do that is we go to Google and we type in Instagram.
Yep.
Top accounts.
Yep.
Who do we have?
I think some of those
it's just a load
musicians.
Of sports people. Oh, Selena Gomez.
Yep.
And Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Oh.
Who could The Rock be?
The Rock could be.
I think Selena Gomez could play the Secretary Bird.
I reckon if you want to, Selena Gomez, Secretary Bird, Jack Black, Capybara, Timothy Chalamet, the lemur. Who's the cat? Did you say?
Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande is the cat. I guess.
Dwayne Johnson could be the whale.
He could be the
whale. We just slow down his dialogue.
Yeah.
Slow down 500%.
As he comes up from the water, he just slowly does his signature eyebrow and it goes back down again.
Hey, he's there with us, in the edit suite, and he's like, "Hey guys, this is great. Could the whale have eyebrows?" And we're like, do you not care about your character development or how much screen? You don't have a lot of screen time. Do you care about? No, he just has to have eyebrows.
He has to have eyebrows, and he also cannot take a punch from anyone, and he has to have equal amount of punches thrown.
Equal amount of damage.
Yeah. There's no damage, Dwayne. It's like, okay, then we're fine.
Yeah, but do I damage other characters?
No, go wee.
Yes, sure. You rock bottom the cat. That's fine.
Go back there and go wee in a bottle. We don't need you here anymore.
Can the whale do the people's elbow? No, Dwayne, that's too much. So instead, you know the bit in Flow where the boat gets stuck.
Yeah.
And the whale leaps out.
Yeah, full
the
Nelson.
Whale leaps out of the water.
Yeah.
And then, so instead, it just does the people's elbow.
Yeah.
And that creates the people's splash.
Is the people's elbow this? Is that the people's elbow?
Yeah.
Okay.
The people's elbow was the one where he used to flip off his elbow pad and throw it away.
Is that what it is? Okay.
And he'd run around the ring and then he'd just elbow him.
Is that what it is? I didn't watch enough WWE to know his
signature
moves.
The people's elbow. Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely.
I know the full Nelson. I know the half Nelson. And I know...
the quarter Nelson.
The other...
Which is where you just pat someone on the head.
The eighth Nelson.
The elfth Nelson where you just go... boop, boop, boop. The 16th Nelson where you just go... Oh, get you.
And the 32 Nelson, you're just on the other side of the room.
Yeah, just looking at each other.
Yeah, and there's also the other signature move, hit the guy with the chair.
Yes.
Studio exec, can the whale hit the boat with the chair?
He's already doing the people splash.
Dwayne, the people splash. The 8th Nelson, where he's just he touches the boat with his nose.
Yeah.
Okay, Dwayne. Who's the dog then?
Boop.
We gotta cast the dog.
Oh yeah.
The good boy.
Who's the good boy? Let's have a look at. Okay.
I know who the good boy of the Hollywood. List
here.
I've got one. Maybe we can pitch one each.
Go on.
Have you got one?
We could do the whole gang.
I'm doing it off the top of my noggin. I'm not looking up anywhere.
Go on.
Okay,
go on. I've got a list here, and I'll tell you where they are on the Instagram top 100.
Oh, really? Well, I don't know if he's Instagram at all.
Shall I tell you who's number one? We have to get this. We have to get the number one account into the cast list. Instagram itself.
Instagram. That's the.
Who's a good social media account?
No. You know what Instagram itself should be. It's the flood, the water, all water.
The social medias,
all
the socials.
They're drowning in it. I think the dog should be played by none other than Hollywood sweetheart Keanu Reeves.
Oh,
I don't know about his Instagram
Labrador,
followers.
the main
one,
good boy.
The other two are just scrappy Hollywood legends like Steve Buscemi and.
No! I think we get some top social people.
We're trying to ruin this movie.
We get yeah.
Sorry, you know what? I made the mistake of trying to make this movie good.
Keanu Reeves, Steve Buscemi, you're out. Okay. I want Kim Kardashian and Beyonce.
Right. Hold on. Instagram. I'm just looking at my phone here. Instagram. Top.
So many sports people.
Is it top people?
A lot of Kardashians. Zendaya. Zendaya could play one of the dogs, I guess.
Let's have a look. I don't know. Beyonce has to be in there somehow.
Yeah. Who would be the main dog?
The main dog. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Who would be the good doggy?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh no, gross.
Remember when they put Neymar in Triple X?
Yes. Yeah. That was so weird.
Okay.
We're not putting him in this. We're not ruining it that much.
Let's have a look. He really is the number one followed Instagram person. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, apart from Instagram itself. Yeah.
The next one is Lionel Messi, apparently.
LeBron James.
LeBron James is the
James is the good doggy.
Yeah. Who else have we got? What about the other two dogs? Did we cast those already?
What were there? There were 5 dogs, including the main one. So we've got LeBron James as the main dog.
Yeah, Kevin Hart and Zendaya. There you go.
Kevin Hart, Zendaya, Kim Kardashian, Beyonce.
Yeah.
Sorted.
And then Taylor Swift can do the music.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. There we go.
Or she can't,
Or
she's not free.
What else is there that you can do to the movie? I guess the CGI can be done by... Well, it can't be done by the same team. It has to be done by someone.
The CGI will be done by a dozen different companies who will all go bankrupt during the premiere of the film.
No, the CGI will be done by ChatGPT.
Oh yeah.
Let's really ruin this movie.
That would save a lot of effort and creativity.
Yeah, and apparently destroying the planet. I heard somewhere that the amount of electricity,
the energy
usage, to generate all these things, and everyone's using it.
All those little things where you're like, picture of me as Donald Trump.
Yeah,
that's a species.
Yep,
extinct. That's that gone.
And that is the. Do you think that was
movie where Batman punches Hillary Clinton?
Do you think that was what the message of this movie was?
That's another city.
AI has made the Earth flood.
Nah, I think the message of the movie was cats.
We need to sell more franchises. By that, who did Minecraft? Like, what studio was it? It was something. Minecraft, the movie, was made by the
Warner
following. It was Warner Brothers, yes.
Okay.
The company
didn't shelve that one, did they?
No. But apparently, coming back now, the ones that have been shelved, well, at least one of them.
One of them was bought by another distributor.
Acme.
Yeah.
Ketchup Entertainment, I believe they're called. And they also did another one, which was The Day the Earth Blew Up or something like that, which is another Looney Tunes movie.
Yeah.
Which I'd go see. Apparently the animation is quite good. And
it's one of those things where loads of people online are telling everyone to go and see it. And I go, I'd love to, but it's not showing.
Yeah.
That's the problem that I think studio higher ups, the people that maybe I'm getting this wrong, but the people that make the decisions about this stuff, they will say, well, there's just not enough bums in seats for it.
Well, you know how to get bums in seats.
It's a catch-22. Go on.
You know how you make bums in seats? Dwayne Johnson as the whale. Timothy Chalamet as the lemur. Jack Black capybara. Who was Selena Gomez bird? And Ariana Grande cat.
Yeah, there we go.
Zendaya.
And the story
Kevin Hart
has various songs.
Yeah.
Because we've got Selena Gomez can sing, can't she?
You know what they could do? Sing. You know what they would end
Ariana
up doing?
Grande, she can sing.
Yeah, they can sing. You know what they'll end up doing? In fact, the whole cast can sing. It's basically
Dwayne Johnson, his song is Whale of a Time.
Yeah. What can I say except I'm a whale? And then he does this. And Jack Black's going rig-a-goo-goo in the boat somewhere.
Capybara.
And then Ariana Grande singing somewhere saying, I'm a cat. Lima is sounds like Bob Dylan for some reason because he's still stuck in...
Yeah, he's still stuck in Bob Dylan.
Yeah. And then how does the movie end? I don't know. We have to go up and save Instagram.
They all learn. Yeah, you know those tall monolith structures?
Yeah.
That you see. Those of you who haven't seen Flow, it's not really a spoiler.
No.
But there are these very large mountainous structures, very enigmatic.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter how high the water gets, they're always present.
Mm-hmm.
These very tall, skinny mountains.
Yeah.
And they could be representative of each. At the top of each one is a big bright light for each social media company.
Yeah.
There we go.
And the amount of followers that they have and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And
they climb up the Instagram one, and then here's a spoiler, when the secretary bird goes up towards the sun,
mm-hmm.
you see a little ranking thing, and Selena Gomez goes into the top 10 Instagram accounts.
There you go.
That's what happens.
And instead of the monoliths, right? It's just a bar chart. Just bar charts.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's with what each social media is currently valued at, as well as the top people.
So this is basically, there's no ruins, there's no, the scenic, okay, the nature and all that. None of it's in there. It's all, you're in the web. You're swimming on the World Wide Web, right?
Okay.
The sea is made of Instagram followers trying to climb up the ladder, And then the name of the game is to climb up to the top of the socials.
Yeah.
And then the way that it should end is they all get up there and they all take a selfie and upload it to the cloud.
Yeah.
The end.
The cat's holding the phone.
Yeah. Post-credit scene, they all start doing TikTok dances.
Yes, they all have their own separate one.
Yeah.
Which they make up. So there's the capybara, there's the cat's pajamas. That's her song, the cat's pajamas.
Mm-hmm. And how does that one go?
I don't know.
Who sings it? It's Ariana Grande, right?
Ariana Grande, yeah.
This is the cat's pajamas. I'm gonna freak you out.
I am the cat's pajamas. This is the cat's pajamas. They have the rights to the song, but only if every single line is cat's pajamas.
It's different. Yeah, cats. So they're doing covers of popular songs, but they have to replace all the lyrics with cat's pajamas.
Yeah.
Great, perfect.
And at the end, there's some sort of generic club beat, and like you say, they're all doing TikTok dances.
Yeah.
And you could have instead of how Flow ends, where you have the flood just sort of ends and the land comes back.
Yeah.
and it's all very symbolic of that cycle. Instead of that, the team has to get together and they get the land to come back up.
Yeah.
They have to hit 100 million likes.
The irony of us being social media content creators now, doing this while lampooning on social media, kind of ironic. But yeah, instead of the movie being called Flow, it's called Bro, the Gen Z Experience. And
nice.
Yeah. The end.
Cut, print. There we go.
Jared Bruckheimer, Joel Silver, everyone else involved. We're giving
David
you gold
Zaslav.
here. David Zaslav, Don Simpson.
Yeah. Brad Pitt, Plan B.
Yeah.
Have you seen there was a news headline article about adolescence, and they were talking about Brad Pitt's secret role in adolescence, and it's so secret that his name comes up in the credits.
Oh, okay.
That's how secret it is. He was an executive producer.
Oh,
whenever you see Plan B, that's
special
Brad
thanks
Pitt's,
to Brad Pitt. He was just there and he went,
like not a full thumb,
yeah.
But he was like,
I don't see my kids enough.
That's like the that's like the advertising thumb.
Yeah, that's it.
Do you need pajamas for your cats? Well, check this out. They're the cat's pajamas. Get yours today.
Chatting Pitch has been brought to you by Leslie Way and Matthew D. Smith. If you enjoyed this episode, feel free to listen to others and maybe even subscribe. You can follow us on the website, formerly known as Twitter.
Listen to us on Spotify or wherever else you listen to podcasts. Leslie and Matthew have their own side hustles as well. Feel free to check out Leslie's YouTube channel or Matthew's Medium blog. Links in the description. If you want anything else, we might have other links in the description if we think of anything interesting to add. Thank you for listening. I love you.